Hello, Charmity here. It's been a while. So I am making this video regarding where I have been because like I said, it's been a little while. I think the last video that I uploaded on YouTube was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. That was also roughly the last time I streamed. And I basically just disappeared out of nowhere. And I know that some people on my Discord were wondering where I was and stuff like that. And so I just thought that I would make this video to tell you what's been going on, the future of my videos, like what I'm thinking I'm gonna do next, and just where I am right now. So just before I get into all of that, I just want to introduce the game really quick. It's called Cheeky Chooks. It's free on Steam, which I think is incredible because it's a really well-made game. I honestly don't understand how it can be free because there's so much to do and it's just very entertaining and cozy to play. As you can see, I named my farm Charm Farm, which I thought was funny. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to a couple months ago where I got this job out of basically nowhere. I got a job at customer service at a Swedish company. So I got that job and I got it like the day after I had an interview with them, which I wasn't really prepared for because usually, I don't know how it works in other countries, but in Sweden it usually takes like a month before you get a reply after you had an interview. But they were like, no, we want you in now. Like, can you make it in the next 4 days? And I was like, oh crap, I don't know, because this job was really far away from me. Luckily, my boyfriend and his family lived very close to that job. So I was like, okay, I gotta make sure that I can move into my boyfriend's family's house before saying yes. So I talked to my boyfriend's family and they were fine with me moving in. Of course, I would be paying rent and stuff since I was working, but they were completely fine with it. I'm pretty close to them, so it wasn't really anything weird, and I usually spend a lot of time there. But the stressful part was that I had to move into my boyfriend's family's house and get a car, all in the span of a couple of days. So I started with moving into the house, which was a pretty quick process because obviously I didn't have time to bring all of my things that weekend. So I just brought enough for that first week living there. And then the next week I would bring in more stuff to live there for like a longer time. So that was out of the way pretty quickly and pretty smoothly. The thing that was stressing me out more was that I had to get a car. And keep in mind, I haven't had my driver's license for that long. I think now it's almost been a year, maybe a little less, maybe around 8 months or something, but I haven't had my driver's license for that long. So we had to find a car and I had to test drive that car and all of that stuff, which I wasn't really comfortable with, but I knew I had to do it because if I didn't have a car, I wouldn't be able to get to work. And then like the day before my first day of work, my boyfriend's mom came to me and she was like, I found this car, it's really close, we should go look at it. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right, we should. And she was like, right now, we should look at it right now. And I was like, oh shit, fuck, you're right. So we drove there. I was nervous as hell. I test drove the car. I liked it and I had a car. Now the next thing that was a challenge was that I had to drive this car to work. And my job was in a bigger city. When I got my driver's license, I took it in a pretty small city, which didn't have a lot of traffic, so I wasn't really used to city traffic. So the first couple of days of my new job were so challenging because I was just so nervous when driving to and from work. But work was pretty good, actually, in the beginning at least. I'll get to that part. But yeah, so the first couple of weeks of my new job, it was me and a group, and we had to go through this course, which taught us a lot about the job, but also how to talk to customers, because we worked at customer service, so we had to be really patient and stuff like that. And that was really fun. I actually liked that, and it was really fun to talk to the people in the group. However, when we started to actually do our job, I realized that this job was really flawed. First of all, customer service is a really difficult job when people called us, they were having problems with something, so they were already in a really bad mood. And then some people can't control their anger and they lash out. And that wasn't really fun to deal with. I think you have to be a really specific kind of person to be able to keep going with that job. And it just wasn't for me. But that wasn't the only thing that was bad with this job, because I would have been able to deal with all of that if I got more money for it. But we didn't get a lot of money at all. I was working 50 hours a week. Meanwhile, my boyfriend was working like 25 or something like that. And we got the exact same amount of money every month. So that's when I was like, no, I'm out. I can't do this. So I worked there for maybe 1 or 2 months. I can't remember exactly. And then I quit. Now at this point, I was considering to pick up streaming again. Earlier, I wasn't doing it because I was working and work was a lot. I wasn't really used to working, so I just took it easy when I came home. But what was holding me back now was the fact that the internet at the house I was staying at, so my boyfriend's family's house, they didn't really have a stable internet connection, and I knew that there was just no way that I would be streaming with that internet connection. So instead, I just focused on getting a new job as fast as I could. So I was without a job for maybe a month, maybe a little more, but no more than 2 months. And then I got hired as a substitute teacher, which is what I'm doing right now, actually. And this job is pretty fun, actually. I'm pretty content doing this for now. And I've been working with this for 1 month, maybe 1.5. So that was great that I got this job. And it got me going again. I'm getting money again, which is just awesome. I love it. Who doesn't love money? Am I right? What? But so yeah, I got things rolling again. And then suddenly out of nowhere, again, me and my boyfriend and his brother, we found an apartment. We had to move because of some reasons that aren't really necessary to get into. It's no negative things or like something like that. We just simply had to move. So we found an apartment and we moved into it, which is what I've been doing for the past week. So for the first time in my life, I live without a parent there. Like, I'm starting my own life, which is, it feels amazing because I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've always felt that I like being independent and I like controlling my own life, I guess. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Basically, a lot of things have been happening, but I am finally in a place where I can create content. I am a bit doubtful that I will be able to stream on this internet. I will definitely try it sometime. I might not be able to do it. I'm not quite sure yet because this internet it's not amazing. It's not horrible. So we'll see. I'll just have to try it out. And if I am able to stream, I won't be able to stream as often as I did before, I think. Since I also work now, I will definitely try to. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not quite sure when I will try to stream again. I can't say if it's in a couple of days. I can't say if it's in a week or a month. I have no clue for now. However, what I do know is that I do want to continue making content on YouTube. So you should be expecting like a video every week or so. I really like this kind of format that I'm working in right now. It's kind of like a podcast, but with a video game playing in the background. I saw Jay Schlatt doing this on his second channel, The Weekly Slap. And I'm just really into this because you can put it on in the background and just listen to it if you want to. Or you can watch and see the gameplay at the same time, which I just really think is a really fun concept. And it's also really relaxing to make, to just play the game in peace and I don't have to talk while playing it, which isn't really a problem either, but it's just a nice change of pace. And then I can just record this that you're hearing right now whenever I want in peace and quiet, you know? Which I really like. So you'll probably see this a lot more. So yeah, I think that's all I had to talk about today. I hope everybody else is doing well, and if you want to, you can share with me what you've been doing the last 4 months in the comments, because that would be really fun to read. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. So if you made it all the way through the video, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.